Hi everyone, I am Maju Kuruvilla, CEO at Bolt. Welcome to Bolt's Spring Release Event. More than 80% of people walk into a convenience store and end up buying something. When it's a physical store, 30 to 40% of shoppers end up buying something. Whereas in e-commerce, less than 3% of shoppers buy something. Why? One of the most important reasons is convenience. The convenience store is obviously convenient and people buy more. Whereas in e-commerce, convenience is still a challenge. More than 70% of shoppers drop off right at the checkout. This is a huge problem in e-commerce, and we at Bolt are here to fix it. At Bolt, we are building an entirely democratized and decentralized ecosystem. An ecosystem that will allow you to give you, the shoppers, the kind of personalized and convenient shopping experience they would only get before in a closed ecosystem like Amazon or Shopify. With Bolt, that convenience is available to all retailers and shoppers, no matter the size, no matter the technology they are using. Bolt is focused on flexibility, so you can improve the shopping experience regardless of the technology or payment solutions you are using. We have released more than 15 new features since February. In this webinar, you will see demos of features you can start using today and hear from Bolt retailers on how they are improving checkout. First, I will hand it over to Kate for a roundup of new features.
As Maju mentioned, flexibility is a key focus for Bolt as we build democratized and decentralized e-commerce. In this webinar, we'll walk through new features that give you more options than ever to build a checkout that's flexible and suits your business's needs. You can implement Bolt for your entire checkout, or you can pick and choose what aspects you want to use. And in our first demo, we'll walk you through how you can get live in just a couple of clicks. Then you'll hear from Leticia Segura, a Bolt customer who's grown her business with flexibility with Bolt. Next, you'll see how you can sell to shoppers anywhere they are, with social media, QR codes, and more with Bolt Checkout Everywhere. Then, we'll see risk assessment scoring in action, which allows retailers to better understand the risks of each transaction. And it's available for no additional cost. And how you can gain shopper insights with Session Replay. But first, I'll start with a rundown of 6 more features that will help bring flexibility to your e-commerce operation. Now, retailers on Salesforce Commerce Cloud can track orders, including shipping status, and can use Bolt Checkout Everywhere, which we'll see in detail soon. Bolt now supports a gateway integration with Checkout.com, a payment service provider predominantly working with retailers in Europe. You can now use Bolt Checkout on native mobile apps, ensuring higher conversion, fewer clicks, and an improved bottom line. Now you can manage disputes and see them all in one place in the Bolt Merchant dashboard. This gives you more data, more control, and faster dispute resolution times. Bolt's fraud protection is now headless. You can extend it to shopping cart platforms, publishers, and retailers who want to unlock the power of the Bolt network while maintaining their current checkout experience. Talk about flexibility. And lastly, the Shopper Assistant. It's a small floating modal that you can have on every page of your retailer's site, and it turns anonymous guest shoppers into account-holding customers. It also helps retailers create personalized experiences for shoppers based on shoppers' cross-network activity across the Bolt network. We demoed the Shopper Assistant in our January release showcase, so check out bolt.com/releases for more details on that and all the features. Now, let's get into our first demo. Retailers of any size can now turn on Bolt in just a few clicks and a few minutes. You have the flexibility to add Bolt to your existing checkout. Bolt powers the one-click checkout, and the rest of your checkout stays the same. Bolt One-Click is available today for BigCommerce retailers. We're in beta with Adobe Commerce Cloud and Magento Open Source, and will be generally available early this summer. And we have more e-commerce partnerships coming soon. With these partnerships, retailers of any size can access the tens of millions of shoppers in the Bolt network while keeping their current checkout. And Bolt One-Click Checkout increases conversion by more than 50%. So let me walk you through how to set up Bolt One-Click Checkout with BigCommerce. First, select Store Setup in the left navigation. Then, click Payments. Scroll down to Accelerated Checkout and click Get Started. You'll see a new tab for Bolt Settings. Click Connect, and your information will auto-populate. Now click Create Account. Next, you'll connect to your preferred payment processor. With Stripe, this step will be automated. And with other payment processors, you'll just open a new tab and locate the API key. Bolt will default to automatically capture payment information. Congratulations! Bolt One-Click Checkout is available for your shoppers. There are a couple small steps after this, but you can see that getting set up with Bolt is a breeze. Now, I'd like to introduce Ryan Morris, a product marketer who had the opportunity to talk with Leticia Segura. Leticia is the founder of Adamma's Notion, and she's live with Bolt One-Click and BigCommerce.
Hi, Leticia. Thanks for joining us. Before we get into anything specific, though, I'd love if you gave a second to introduce yourself, shared a little bit more about your business and how you came about starting it with ideas and inspiration.
Sure. My name is Leticia Segura. I started, my store name is Adamma's Notions. Adamma is my daughter's middle name, my youngest daughter's middle name. So the store is basically named after her. And Adamma sells basically an array of products, starting from essential oils to perfume oils, incense, journals, and mostly incense and journals and oils. Adamma basically was a class project in 2007, and I was working on my bachelor's, and we had to come up with a business. So once I did the business in writing, I thought I could bring Adamma's to reality. And I did. So Adamma's been around since 2007, and here I am now.
That's awesome. And then when we've heard from you in the past, it sounds like you've had some fun journeys, including gaining distribution in multiple places and changing the channels you work through. Can you talk me through that and how you eventually ended up on BigCommerce?
Sure. When I started Adamma's in 2007, we used to sell, I'm the only one. I used to sell on eBay, the eBay platform. I did that for several years, and eBay kind of got a little bit expensive for me because being a one-person small shop, it was kind of expensive for me. So I got out of eBay, and I did Adamma's for a while, just basically the website. And then I left that because I went back to school and I got my master's. And then I decided back in 2019, why not? I'm going to open Adamma's again. And I did, but I started selling on Walmart Marketplace. I did that for about a year and a half, and I realized Walmart is just getting too expensive once again for me to be able to sell at that platform, even though I got good business, but it was just too much money. So I decided to leave Walmart Marketplace, and now it's just me running the website and the soul store, basically.
That's fantastic. And what are some things you've liked about being on BigCommerce since you started there?
It's so easy to add a product. I'm able to get the inventory reports for my accountant, any type of report she may need in order for her to be able to work with my books. I'm able to get it for her, and it's exciting. Like I said, it's just very easy for me to be able to add stuff, and they have so many other applications that they can work with, that it makes it easy for me to be able to advertise Adamma's and on Google and other platforms. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And I feel like it's fun hearing about a business that starts from idea, makes its way through, has some family inspiration, and then eventually gets to a stage where it sounds like you're running pretty smoothly with accounting help and BigCommerce's help and a bunch of nice pieces.
Yes.
And so then from there, it sounds like the most recent step you've taken to improve Adamma's Notions is to integrate in with Bolt. Can you talk to us? I'm going to have two questions for you. The first was about the process of actually setting it up, because we just took the folks through that. And then I'll follow up on a few questions of how that experience has been for you and your customers afterwards. So first, could you tell us about setting up Bolt, how the process was for you?
It was pretty seamless. The team was every step of the way with me. Basically, they were holding my hand. I was excited. And then when we went live, I had no issues whatsoever. It was very smooth. And the team was great. Basically, from the start, explaining everything to me up to the end that we went live.
Awesome. And now that it is live, have you heard any feedback from your customers on the checkout experience?
Yes, I did. I actually had one customer email me and saying how much she liked the one-click checkout, which was much easier for her. And I've had customers switch over from just being a guest to actually signing up on my website and becoming like a full-time customer for me.
That's fantastic. So we're hearing both that they like it, and hopefully that it's translating in a big way into people being more loyal and sticking with your products. I'd be excited for all that.
Yes.
Okay. And then I know we start off with the 90-day free trial period and then eventually move into the full long-term solution. As you think about your future with Bolt and what variables would matter for you to keep working with us, I guess what's top of mind for you?
Basically, it's just the price was one of them. But as soon as I started working with Bolt, I kind of made up my mind that I wanted to continue working with them. I was explaining the price tiers and the breakdown, and I think it's fair for the market value. I am getting one of my biggest things when I'm working with a company is customer service, and Bolt was there every step of the way and has been able to answer any questions I had, which wasn't many because they explained everything thoroughly for me. So that's where the price was fair and the customer service is great. So those two things are really what made me make up my mind.
You mentioned one of your customers has written in about the checkout experience. From a value prop standpoint, is there anything that's given you confidence that the one-click checkout feature does make for more sales for you and your business in the future?
Yes, because once a customer signs up for Bolt, it's easy for them to just come back and check out just real quick. There's no second guessing. Once they're there, they just make up their mind and check out.
That's our goal.
Yeah, that's our goal. So they just check out. So that's what I wanted.
Perfect. Well, with that said, we'd be excited to see more of your store. I have it queued up and can share my screen for the audience here. And we can tell them some great things about the site, and then eventually I want to show them a quick purchase on there too. Does that work for you?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Okay, Leticia, we've now got your page up on the screen, and there's a lot of exciting products on here. Can you tell us about some of your favorites, and we'll navigate to those tabs with you?
Sure. Some of my favorites are the essential oils, of course. I love, those are the ones showing on the picture. But if you go all the way up to where it says below air fresheners, perfume oils, there. You click on that, you're gonna see the various oils that I carry. Spiritual Sky is one that is made by the Genico company, and it's been around for over 60 years. And that's very popular fragrant oils for me and for my clients as well, for my customers. They really enjoy those oils. What else is popular in my website? Air fresheners are popular, but also I have, those are the different air fresheners that I carry. And incense, of all the incense is also one of my popular products. And those are incense burners that I have. They're kind of novelty, kind of like. They're funky novelty.
They're fun.
Yeah, they're fun. And those are the various incenses that I carry. And one of my top sellers are the Danish brand, and also of course, the Satya Indian incense.
These are fantastic. Well, I was thinking that I could be in the market for an air freshener. So if we click there real quick, I do have a friend that's helping me drive named Alex. So we're going to actually get it ordered through him directly, and then we'll bring it back my way. But is there a scent here that you most recommend?
The Yin Yang is pretty good. It's that one. That one is pretty good. It has a very good scent, and it's not overpowering. It's just basically, if you want to get rid of odors in your house, it'll help you.
I like that goal. I think no one's looking for odors in their house, so and I think this is going to be a good chance to showcase just how quickly we could get out with Bolt.
Sure.
So go ahead and hit add to cart. It's going to add in, and then if we go to proceed to checkout, and we're going to have to go ahead and type our email address in there, or it oftentimes remembers it depending on what browser you're on. We can click continue after we agree to the terms. And then you'll notice one of the things that's exciting, and Leticia, I'm sure you've tested this out on your own website as well, but probably part of why your customers are so happy is previously they would have been filling out not just their email, but down in step 2, 3, and 4 behind this, they would have been filling out their shipping address, which might include an apartment number in my case. They'd have to fill out their billing information and ultimately their payment pieces, which sometimes autofill, but then if you don't remember your exact security code or any of those other details, it gets to be a lot, particularly on mobile.
Yes.
But in this case, we've got a pretty simple solution, and we can go ahead and just hit pay, and then I'm going to get some of your wonderful products.
Great. Okay.
Done.
And it came through, and I saw it on my system.
That's wonderful. I'm really excited. My place is going to smell better. And there was there. Are there any other pieces of information you'd like to share with some of the other merchants, or any advice on the journey that you've taken?
Just basically, when it comes to having your own business, it's just being tenacious and staying with it no matter what. You're going to have your ups and downs, and there's going to be companies like Bolt that are going to come through your door and are going to help you be able to take your business to a different level. So I just stay tenacious, just keep doing what you're doing. It's something you love.
Well, Leticia, I feel like we felt the passion from you every time we've talked to you. I really appreciate you coming to talk with us and help us out, and hopefully the others do as well. So
thank you.
Thanks. Okay, we were able to talk to you about the flexibility of adding Bolt One Quick Checkout for merchants of any size, doing so without changing your existing checkout, and being able to do so in just 2 minutes. We then actually showed you the installation steps and completed it in under 2 minutes. And then we had a great conversation with Leticia, who shared her experience with Bolt as well as that she's had along the way of being a sole proprietor. And it's been a fun experience sharing with you the new tools we have and how we can bring One Quick Checkout to your business. But next I'm going to hand it over to Jonathan Dono, who will talk to you about Checkout Everywhere and how it can help your e-commerce store.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, the Checkout PMM. Through social media, content creators, and digital publishers, shoppers are now more than ever connected to their favorite brands. Shoppers want to be able to easily purchase the items they see in the content they consume. But the path to purchase through most social media platforms and digital publishers today is full of friction. Affiliate links make for a disjointed customer journey that leads to low conversion rate. Current solutions are clunky and they require several steps before you even find the product, if you're even able to. That changes today with Checkout Everywhere. Checkout Everywhere allows shoppers to buy directly from the point of inspiration. Whether you want to reach your customer digitally on publisher sites, social media, or email, whether you want to reach them in person with a QR code or checkout via link, you can make it easy for your customers to buy what they see with one click. You want to improve your bottom line, you want to find new customers, and you want to increase conversion. With Checkout Everywhere, you've got the flexibility to create additional buying surfaces and new revenue streams, while also streamlining your order management. We're excited about Checkout Everywhere, and we can't wait to see what you'll be turning into a buying surface for audiences large or small, digital or in person. Let your customers purchase from the point of inspiration with one click. Let's dive into QR codes. You could be at a Knicks game and a QR code on the big screen takes shoppers directly to a checkout page where they can choose their jersey color, their size, and check out with one click. With Checkout Everywhere, this is now possible. Say you're walking by a kiosk and see beauty products that catch your eye. Scan and check out again with one click. You can even use QR codes to provide special links for in-venue items and promotions. For digital publishers, we turn your previously used affiliate page into an e-commerce store. Users navigate your page, and instead of being redirected to friction-filled customer journeys, they can purchase right at the point of inspiration, right from the article. Find customers at the point of their journey where they're most interested in a new product. Now, let's take a look at some digital examples on the publisher sites like the Zoe Report.
Let's take a look at a digital example of Checkout Everywhere. Traditionally, pages like this on the Zoe Report will have plenty of affiliate links to link you to other products and pages. Sometimes these journeys are clunky or they reduce conversion because they're friction-filled. Sometimes you get beautiful affiliate links like this that you click and maybe these bags aren't available, maybe it takes you to a home page. Oftentimes you can't find the product you see in the image, but Checkout Everywhere on Publisher solves these problems. Here we can see that we're talking about fall dresses, so we know that the readers are already interested in these new fall dresses. Here we can offer multiple items on a page. Here we have 90s denim dresses, and the shopping experience is easy. You don't have to leave the Zoe Report, the publisher pages, at all. Let's see how easy this is. Here's the dress, and we add to cart. But there's more that you can do with this Checkout Everywhere technology for publishers. So you can add multiple items. What's the great thing about that is all of this is tied to your inventory system. So the publisher will always know if certain size or color is out of stock. We see here that the red large is available. We add it to cart and we can add multiple items. This publisher page now became an e-commerce store with Checkout Everywhere. So how does this help you? You can specifically target the audience you want these publishers to work with. You can run campaigns with these publishers to give these new readers and new audiences incentive to try your new product, but also it creates new revenue streams. We know now more than ever shoppers are interested in buying from everywhere they go. Help them purchase at the point of inspiration. Right where they see a product, allow them to purchase it so that they're not friction-filled, so they're not frustrated, and ensure that they buy right from where they see the product for the first time.
You can find new customers, you can create new revenue streams. We hope this new product offering can give you the flexibility to generate new revenue streams. QR code execution gives you, the retailer, the flexibility to link your online sales channel to your offline events and executions. So first we talked about how Checkout Everywhere can offer you the flexibility to generate new revenue streams and reach your customers at the point of inspiration. Then I showed you how Checkout Everywhere comes to life through QR codes like sporting events or out-of-home advertising. And finally, we took a look at Checkout Everywhere in actions on digital publishers like the Zoe Report. Now I'm going to give you a look at fraud flexibility. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a PMM here at Bolt. Today I'm going to share with you two really amazing new features that are going to give you more flexibility in how you manage fraud and how you can optimize your checkout experience. First, let's dive into fraud. Now, when you think about fraud, flexibility is probably not the first thing that comes to mind. Fraud is something that no retailer wants to deal with, but every retailer has to. And until now, managing fraud has been a really intensive, really rigid process that's required the use of unwieldy, hard to manage solutions. That's why we're really excited to share one of our newest features launching soon called risk assessment scoring. Using Bolt's advanced fraud detection technology, risk assessment scoring gives you the opportunity to see in-depth risk insights for each of your transactions right in the Bolt merchant dashboard. This means that for each of your transactions, you'll see a risk score, and you'll be able to dig into the individual components that make up that risk score, empowering you with the flexibility to make more informed risk decisions for your business. Risk assessment scoring will be available for all Bolt merchant accounts at no additional cost and no additional activation. So whether you have an existing fraud provider or you just need a really lightweight fraud solution, risk assessment scoring gives you the opportunity to use Bolt's advanced fraud detection technology to make more informed risk decisions for your business. Now, Jen Lee, the financial products PMM here at Bolt, is going to take you through a demo to show you risk assessment scoring in action.
Starting in the Bolt merchant dashboard in transactions, navigate to the transaction that you want to view and click into transaction details. Down at the bottom, you can see your transaction's risk score. Clicking into more risk factors, you can view all of the components that make up this risk score. And that's it.
Thanks, Jen. With risk assessment scoring, we're offering you a value-added service that gives you the flexibility that you need to make more informed risk decisions. Now, let's move on to talk about optimizing your checkout experience. Being flexible enough to adapt to your customers' needs and to optimize your site is one of the best ways for retailers to grow. That's why we're really excited to share a new feature that's coming to beta this spring that's going to make that even easier. Bolt Session Replay. When a customer gets to the checkout flow on your site, Bolt will automatically start recording their screen so that you can watch their checkout experience from start to finish, allowing you to gather really valuable qualitative insights directly from your customers. This is an amazing addition to the full suite of quantitative analytics that you already have access to in the merchant dashboard. For example, you could use the conversion rates available in the checkout funnel tab of the analytics dashboard to get an idea of how customers are moving through your checkout flow. You could then complement that by watching session replay footage of actual customer checkout experiences to get a really holistic view of how your checkout is performing. With session replay, you're getting the qualitative data that you need to round out a holistic view of your checkout performance and to increase your conversion rate. Now, I'm going to hand it over to Elise Hooser, the merchant experience PMM here at Bolt, who's going to take you through 3 use cases that we see for session replay.
As we were developing this feature, we envisioned 3 use cases. The first, as we've discussed already, is UX optimization for merchants. This is the primary use case to enable merchants to get deeper insights into the checkout experience their shoppers are having and how they can improve it. For example, if you see that many shoppers drop out of the checkout flow at the shipping stage, then you can experiment with adding additional shipping options. Then you can actually watch how your shoppers respond to these new shipping options in live checkout flows to validate the changes you've made. The second use case is for Bolt support agents. When shoppers or merchants call into Bolt for support, we'll be able to leverage recordings of the session in question to help troubleshoot faster and more effectively. We will be able to pull up the actual session recording of when the error occurred and troubleshoot based on that additional information. This will result in resolving issues faster and more efficiently for both shoppers and merchants. Finally, session replay will give our risk team another tool to use in evaluating risky transactions. When merchants want to challenge a rejected order, our fraud team can leverage session recordings to add more information to their risk decision. They can watch the actual transaction in question take place and use that to make a final evaluation.
Thanks, Elise. Session replay provides you with the extremely valuable insights that you need to increase your conversion rate, while also providing a holistic view that can be really valuable with customer support and with fraud. Like I mentioned earlier, Session Replay is coming into beta this spring. If you're interested in participating in the beta and giving us feedback on the feature, keep an eye out for more information on how to sign up. Now, I'm going to hand it back to Kate for a wrap-up. Thank you.
Bolt is more flexible than ever. Bolt works with everyone: e-commerce platforms, payment processors, and purchase methods, from credit cards to buy now, pay later, and soon, crypto. We saw a lot. We saw first how you can set up Bolt one-click in minutes with BigCommerce. Then we heard from a Bolt customer, Leticia. Next, we learned how shoppers can check out everywhere, on social media, with QR codes, and more. We saw how you can have flexibility to see fraud insights with risk assessment scoring, and capture insights of shopper behavior with session replay. Now, we're excited to take your questions live. Please add questions to the Q&A and we'll answer them now. Thank you.